In Mildura, our price is really dropping. The last 31 days in August really have been an indication of what's been happening over the last couple of months. However, with the new media and the news, the message that they're portraying now is completely different. They're now starting to show that in Melbourne and Sydney, everything is now flipped. We're experiencing growth. Are we on the cusp of another boom? So it's very exciting to see what this whole space holds. But in Mildura, our price is really dropping. Well, let's go through the stats. Capital growth across the district is still sitting at 6.1% on a rolling 12-month period. So that's taking in all rate rises, everything that's happened. Properties are still gaining 6.1% over a 12-month period. So there's still, property investments are still a great tool, especially even if you look onto a rental investment side of things. Median rent across Mildura, $400 a week. So that's for your average houses, your 3 bedrooms that historically were probably sitting under 300 mark. Even units are almost rising above the $300 a week mark as well. And vacancy rates are sitting at 0.77%. So of all the properties on the market, 0.77% are available for rent. So again, there's people looking, they are prepared, obviously with the offset of costs now with the interest rates and also the additional cost, the tenants are still prepared to move into a property and cover that for the investor. Definitely, the market has slowed a little bit in the sense of terms of sales. Only 84 sales sold in the last 30 days, which is a massive drop from June. But obviously we are coming up into our spring period, so it is also potentially a bit of a delay for people now wanting to put their properties in spring. Grass is going to be greener, the sun is shining, we're starting to get warmer weather, we're wearing t-shirts again. So I think there's good signs ahead for the coming months, and especially leading into summer and the holiday period. Time of market is returning back to normal. It's increased again. Yes, I know I've been saying that. It's increased to 25 days. Pre-COVID, days on market was at 28 days. So we're only a couple of days off that. That means still properties are selling quicker and some properties are selling longer. So really expect to be on the market for 3, 4, maybe even 5 to 6 weeks. And from there, it's always about making sure that the strategy is right, adjusting the price point, adjusting the marketing, making sure that your property is being seen. And that's a big thing. What I've done in other videos as well is, are you winning that fight for attention? There is a video on my page if you want to check that out. And fewer new properties on the market as well. While there's been 170 properties listed, it's only 7 lower than the month before. Still fewer, but really the big factor in that is clearance rates. So how many properties are selling compared to what's being listed. So it's sitting at 49%. While that seems low, if you really look at it, if you list your property today, in 4 weeks time or 25 days time, you've got a 50-50 chance of having your property sold in that time. Still pretty good odds. So in summary, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Just be patient because things are still happening. Persistence is definitely paying off. From there, rentals are obviously booming. The prices there have been constantly increasing because investors from Melbourne and Sydney are rushing to Mildura and our district to buy investment properties because our price point for them is still quite affordable. So there's definitely opportunity for selling, buying, investing locally. There's some deals out there to be made. And if you're thinking of selling, make sure you're approaching the right strategy. If you're thinking of buying, get the right advice. Listen to the video that we did with the vet Turlin about getting your borrowing capacity and how you can buy. And obviously with investors, make sure you're getting a good return. Give yourself an audit, even if you've got one already, making sure that everything's being looked after. So how's the market? It's still pretty good.